Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the BVTV channel. We are here with another UEFA Super League episode. We'll be doing Group E, F, G, and H today. So, excuse me, very excited for that. Sorry, I just want to get that introduction out of the way, and we can go into the music. We are kicking things off, folks, in Group E as the German side here from the Bundesliga 2, FC St. Pauli, takes on Ligue 2 from France. AS Saint Etienne. Let's head it on. We're going to I don't even know how to say that name. I'm not even gonna try.
A warm welcome on what is a perfect day to watch football. I'm Guy Mowbray and I'm joined by the former England striker Sue Smith for commentary, and we should have a cracking contest here. Your thoughts on this game then, Sue?
Yeah, cheers, guys. Great to be here. I think it's important that both teams are focused from the off there when they start quickly. But I'd love to see some goals. Hopefully, I've not just cursed it.
And then we're going to go to Group F. It'll be Al-Shabaab taking on RSD Mallorca. Then we'll also have AK Athens taking on Newcastle.
Looking for the angle.
Napoli FC taking on the Melbourne Victory.
This is the lineup for the visitors.
Taking on
and it looks like a 5-4-1, and it looks to be a real defensive setup. They'll be making sure that they're tight and compact at the back with a bank of 5 and then 4 in front of them. The lone striker's going to be key in this, though. He has to hold the ball up when it gets to him.
So we got a lot of good competition in this episode.
So
here goes Irvine. Oh,
Great
gets
defending.
Nice stop. If you don't know, Saint Etienne in the green, Saint Pauli in the it's like more of a maroonish, but it's black. Now, if this episode is going to be anything like the episode we had yesterday, I'm very excited for this. I really want to start trying to
Unsurprising who we've picked out as our player to watch here. What are we expecting to see from him today, Sue?
Yeah, 2 goals last time out. That's why he's the focus. Difficult to mark because he's always on the move, intelligent runs, and always finding a yard of space. Hopefully we'll see that again today.
Kind of pressing up, not trying to make not trying to make any bad passing mistakes. They've been playing team ball right now, and then they gave it up essentially. But, yeah, that happens. Hopefully this actually works. What's up, Tyler, man?
Oh, excellent work from the keeper to deny a promising-looking attack.
If that's happening, let me fix that, like, now, then. Because I hear it, I just know that sometimes it can be... There we go. All right, perfect. So, let's try that really quickly. So, hopefully that works. Going for the cross.
Only half the job done there. And
wow.
Play for another corner.
Here goes the corner. Let's see what happens. The first one not really too successful, but St. Pauli in good strikes. These two teams are evenly matched.
Well, maybe he was distracted, but that's a miss.
Going into this game, they're evenly matched.
Just don't give him time.
I'm doing pretty good, Tyler. Can't complain. How about you? Sorry. So hopefully that helped. Let's see if it actually did. That's perfect. Yeah, that's perfect. Glad to kill it. Sorry, I do have allergies. I'm trying my hardest to not die at the moment. This is not the only stream I'll be doing today, so we'll be doing one right after this almost. We'll be doing one with hopefully my friend Christian, or we'll play Texas Chainsaw Massacre together. Look at this Kafara with a shot. Oh, it bounces off the sidebar. That was a nice opportunity for AS Saint Etienne. They could not capitalize.
Far away, was it?
Kafar might be kicking himself that way he's going for it. No, he sets up Famba, but beautiful defensive stop, and the deflection comes in. A goal for Saint Etienne. Phenomenal job. I'm doing great. That's good, man. I'm glad to hear you're doing pretty good. I like to hear that.
Well, if we take
so I'm really excited for UFC 5 to come out next week. I know that everyone's going to be waiting on that one. We'll have 4 episodes next week with that, so it's going to be hours of content the first week. Of course, the 3 tournament episodes we do. And then we'll also have beautiful stop there. But no, we'll also have the SmackDown vs. Raw episode next week. I released 2 of them kind of close to each other because of the audio issue. So then next week we'll have one for SmackDown vs. Raw. This one,
A chance to get something
came
going
out.
here.
Here goes Famba going into Sissoko.
Crucial defending.
That was a nice stop. Nice stop. Okay. So the real question here: what is happening to your wrestling? Right now we're just kind of going back into development. There's a lot going on externally and financially, so it's been kind of hard to put on a show. Hopefully, you know, in the near future we can actually put, you know, another show on. But at the moment we're just kind of rebuilding and recovering at the moment. It's the best way I can explain that.
Making good progress here.
There goes Kafara. He already set up one guy for a goal on his team. That was a nice stop by that St. Paul defender. So here's the thing. I said this earlier. These 2 teams are evenly matched. Going into this, it's going to be a testament of wills. One team, in my opinion, I'd like to say that St. Paul is really good offensively. We haven't really seen that come into fruition just yet. So they're finally kind of catching their stride. Okay, goes Sad. To Ritzka. Oh, Ritzka did horrible.
Good heavens.
Well,
good. He said, "Good heavens."
It's a huge opportunity to equalize.
I have been watching a good show. Oh, thank you, man. You know, everyone from the production team to the editor, commentator, the wrestlers, of course. We've all been trying to make that the best show we possibly can with what we have. You know, we're definitely not the glitz and glamour, but we can try. And you know, I think creatively, you know, my vision's coming to life, and I love to see it. You know, it's kind of nice to know I can book, just like kind of how I book in the video games, so to speak. Here you go, ASN 88's got the offensive, beautiful save by the goalkeeper. But St. Pauli's got to start trying to be on the offensive. They have, in my opinion, they have a better offensive side than they do defensively. Now, where ASN 88 really does very well, and as we've seen it in this game, is not necessarily on the offensive, but in the midfield. They're so good at creating space in the midfield, in that second third right there, that it has paid dividends from. That's how they've been able to get guys open. That's how these fluid passes are coming through. It's their strength in the midfield.
They dictated the play a lot in the first half. They've had some
goes Irving. They need to push the pace, though. Push up the pressure. He's got some guys with him. Get away from the corner. There we go. He goes Ritzka. To Hartle. Hartle. That was a nice stop there from ASN 88. Great defensive formation. Really came into fruition. They were on top of them. They caused pressure without closing in their own space. They left no room for error, but also at the same time, that was a nice defensive adjustment we've seen from St. Pauli, especially their midfielders. Once again, well done. They've got a minute of added time if they want to try to make a push here. Irving's got he's very sloppy with it. And that should be that. So we're going into the second half. How you know the ending of the soccer game? How you know the ending? So I know the ending of the soccer game because at the end of the 90 minutes, we'll have it'll basically be over. So whoever wins, you know, that's that there. Plus, I'm also keeping track of everything on paper. It's like, because this is a tournament and not like a UFC thing, we have to keep constant updating records, so to speak. I keep just on paper. It's just more convenient. It was hard. So I said, St. Pauli got it to kick it off for us. But look at this. What we're seeing here is finally the pressure that we needed to see in the first half. The adjustment clearly seems to be made. Make an offensive emphasis. That is clearly, wow, beautiful stave stopping the position from ending. But also at the same time, what a goal from Eckstein! And just like that, we got a goal. We have a tie game, 1-1.
Well, this is a neat and tidy finish. His movement is great.
And I'll answer that question in just a moment, Tyler. But one beautiful goal here, 1-1, the name of the game. We got a tie game. This is exactly what I was talking about. They're better offensive. Now we're tied. Now, how does AS St. 88 respond after really what many people would consider a defensive lapse? But truthfully, he found the space in between the narrowly past the defender for that goal to come in. The goalkeeper was not anticipated clearly, as he basically kind of undershot his save attempt, and that goal went right through. Beautiful job done from St. Pauli. Absolutely phenomenal. Now we've got a game. But no, plus how do you feel about Cody and Jay losing the title? I mean, I think they had to. We're in the middle of October. We're going to Crown Jewel. More than likely, it'll be Cody, Jay, Sammy.
Need to get tighter here.
Cody, Jay, Sammy.
Chance to cross here.
Who else is that a problem?
Coming in field now.
I'm pretty sure someone else. I'm forgetting. And John Cena. 4 people. It'll be 4 before. Nice save. So it'll be Cody, Jay, Sammy, John Cena versus the Bloodline. Roman, Jimmy, Solo. And maybe Braun Breaker. Breaker probably doesn't really like John Cena. At Survivor Series. I could see that. That's probably what they're building to.
Looking to put the cross in.
There goes Sad though. This is now the perfect time. As you can see here, they really are trying to go and take a lead. Hartle takes the shot. Beautiful block. Eckstein tries to take another one, but Larsener not at all affected by that shot. Nice save. There goes St. Paul. They keep possession. That was bad distribution from the keeper. Now we've got Irvine. Back to Said. Gets it to Hartle. Basically off a deflection, actually. Ritzka should not be the one. Said, oh, the shot gets blocked. Well done from the goalkeeper. He sensed trouble coming. Excellent stop. But again, still St. Pauli with possession. Smith gets stopped. They should have passed it to Irvine if it was a bad idea. As now ASC is on the counterattack. But luckily for FC Pauli, the formation seems to be kind of moving fluidly. They didn't really break defensively. It's what they needed. And that's exactly why right there. They got position back, but how long can they keep it? A draw won't kill you, but it'll certainly hinder you.
And they're starting to create plenty of chances too.
76% possession for St. Pauli. Wow.
Certainly no less than they deserve.
For AS St. Etienne. If they would have shown that in the first half, I think it would have been opposite.
Sitting a bit too deep here.
See what Afoy is going to do. He's not in the best position here. Irvine, beautiful cross, the shot. Oh, nowhere on target.
And almost a super goal.
It was, and it's a difficult technique, and he just makes it look easy.
I blame the referee because there was too much interference. William Regal to say more games. I mean, I don't feel like we really need William Regal. I mean, he may come out for it. Maybe he'll be like the special GM for whatever, you know. But I don't think we'll need Regal, to be honest. I think that they've moved on from that.
Chance to get something going here. But able to deal with the danger decisively. Well defended.
Oh, wow. That was a bad... Attack is kind of falling apart here for St. Pauli. But now this is where AS St. Etienne needs to kind of capitalize. They were doing so well in the first half. They got sloppy in the second half. We've got 12 minutes left in game 1 of 8, by the way. They need to figure it out and figure it out fast. They need to start making some attacking play, try to gain 3 points instead of losing 2 and just gaining 4.
Turn around in possession. Excellent positioning.
As we know, both of these teams, and I've said it before, both these teams are evenly matched. And now here goes Ritzka.
This looks really good. Could we see a winning goal?
He's got a lot of space. We could potentially see a winning goal. Eckstein to Irvine. We got a goal! And Irvine, a late time goal here. 2-1. A huge goal from the home side, who had to come back from being down 0-1, scores 2 goals in the second half, and now we have got St. Pauli. We can say it, folks, is finally in the lead, 2-1. A huge goal. It was a 1-on-1, and Irvine pushed it right past the goalkeeper. Wow. Which brand do you think Jade Cargill is going? I think she'll be. It's not getting sloppy now. But I think Jade Cargill will do better on SmackDown. I don't think Raw right now is good. Rhea Ripley's there, Shayna Baszler's there, Zoe Stark's there, Nia Jax just came back, Raquel Rodriguez. Like, I don't think the Raw scene is where Jade Cargill needs to be at the moment. I think SmackDown will give her more time with just Charlotte, Asuka, and Io Sky being the ones there. She'll be able to kind of fit right in and give a new cog to the wheel, you know? I think that's like the best way. It's like adding the missing piece to the puzzle. It'll make it fresh. It'll give a new
now to make the right choice.
Just new storyline, just new things to do for her on SmackDown. I think it'll be very refreshing for the SmackDown audience. Plus, if you really want to make SmackDown the A brand, then yeah, I think that's what they'll definitely do. Give SmackDown more star power. But also, folks, right now, AS St. Etienne running out of time. This is.
Could be a chance.
Whoa, what a bullet! We got a tie! We got a tie! The comeback! AS St. Etienne, who was basically shut down in the second half, scores a goal within the added time of the first minute. And FC St. Pauli just choked. Can we see it on replay? Look at Tardeo here, folks. Wide open, no defender, beautiful shot right past the goalkeeper's hands. And it is a fantastic goal. 2-2, but we still have some time left.
Back to being level as the game restarts.
And that is it, folks. A draw 2-2. And you got to say, both these two teams put on a spectacle. Both teams will share a point going into their match day 2. And it's only really going to get harder for them with Villarreal and Ajax in their respective groups. This is going to be a bit tough for both teams to climb now. We do end it on a draw. 2-2 is the name. Don't go anywhere, folks. Ajax versus Villarreal is up next. But no, I do agree. I do believe that there is more competition on SmackDown. But if she goes to Raw, she will be overshadowed because there's just too much star power. And I'm not trying to say that she's not a star, but it's just there's too much going on storyline-wise for them to do that. Here goes Villarreal CF. Mark, I can't say these names, folks. I'm sorry. Some of these names, I'm just like, what? Estadio de la
90 minutes of what should be highly entertaining and absorbing football to come. And
hopefully
it would take
I said that right.
A very brave person indeed to predict the outcome.
A warm welcome to Villarreal.
All right, folks. The second game here, Villarreal hosting against Ajax. Should be a good one. Not too long ago, Ajax was a real force to be taken seriously.
Yeah, thanks as always, guys. It's a pleasure to be
Whoa,
here.
I didn't think that pass actually slipped through to Gerard.
Certainly been buzzing in here ahead of kickoff. Hopefully, we're not disappointed.
Sorloff, the shot, we got a goal! A goal within 3 minutes. 1-0 Villarreal. And this home crowd is losing it, folks. Check it out. That's how you want to start your match day. That's how you want to start the group stage, making an impact. Ajax looks absolutely stunning. Take a look at Sorloff one more time. Excellent pass. Fantastic accuracy with a beautiful hint of power. And we got a goal. Meanwhile, I actually do have to update the last games. We didn't do that yet. So, we got a draw.
Keeps himself in the way. Well held.
2-2. Let's see, AS St. Etienne. Did he dribble it out of bounds?
But wasn't.
1-1. 2-2. 0-0. Perfect. All right, so we updated that very quickly, actually. Let's see, going for this goal kick. There we go. So here's the thing. Technically, Villarreal, in my opinion, is going to look like the favorite. Not just because they just scored a goal, but because they are technically the better team. I think that's very fair. Whoa, wait a minute. I'm surprised they didn't give him the yellow at that
I wonder, did he get away with one there with it being so
he definitely got away with one. That was incredibly sloppy. It was a lack of care and just terrible defending. There goes Villarreal now on the attack. Again, beautiful defense there from Ajax. They really do have to try to make up quickly. You really can't allow Villarreal to kind of get ahead like this. It won't end well for them. They've got to try to have a response quickly. Oh, that almost. I can't tell if both guys hit it or just the attacker. That was just the attacker. Okay. How about Edge? Went to AEW. Yeah, I mean, I don't really care for Edge to be going to AEW. Like, looking back on it, I mean, it is a big deal for them. But, I mean, let's hope he doesn't have a CM Punk situation. I heard that he's not happy. But look at this. Beautiful pass. Beautiful pass. Here goes Alex B. The goal! 2-0 in the first 15 minutes of the game. Villarreal decimating Ajax early on. The one time it was a beautiful pass and another beautiful pass, with another beautiful pass, and then a goal. Excellent job here. Again, they keep striking the corners. The goalkeeper truly is having a hard time stopping anything at the moment. 2 huge goals for Villarreal. They're up 2-0. Ajax needs to try to respond. This is not how they wanted this game to go. Especially now knowing that both teams, AS St. Etienne and FC St. Pauli, just shared a point apiece. Losing this game would be detrimental to them moving forward. There's Parejo.
Players waiting in the center.
Oh, he should have passed that earlier.
Defending just when it was looking threatening.
But Forbes can't hold on to position, giving it right back to Villarreal.
Baena. That's good, strong play.
Wow, I don't know how he kept position, kept his balance. That well done there from Baena. He's still just going through the defense. He's walking right through. Jesus Lord. Goal number 3 for Villarreal. They are just scoring at an alarming rate. Ajax seemingly has no answer to the offensive onslaught from Villarreal. I mean, check this out, folks. I mean, he walked it, folks.
He's going to have to try and recover from that.
Him and Ricky wasn't happy about the extra moment. Yeah, I mean, honestly, like I said, AEW is the ending on steroids. I think that's really what AEW is. And I like AEW, but I know the truth with it, you know? I think it's fantasy booking at its best. I'm not too keen on it. I think that they've definitely went away from what their core values were early on.
Into the middle. The danger averted for now.
It went from being the alternative to now trying to compete with them. I think it's
one back pretty easily there.
Honestly, Ajax needs to figure out something here. Nice shot from Forbes. And again, Forbes loses. This is not good for Ajax at all.
Baena. Alexander Sirlot.
It's called Ricky a vanilla pitcher. Oh my God. Oh my Lord. That was so mean.
And the flag is up to stop them here. That is a really tight call.
Wow.
Good work to recover possession.
I'm surprised Ajax actually got that back. I wasn't expecting them to play that, to read that well.
Berghaus.
That ball was in the air, and it really looked like it was going to go right back to Villarreal. The execution was perfect.
Allowing space, and he's
to capture possession. And now that they've been sloppy offensively. There goes Forbes. What is Forbes going to do? Nice pass to Voss. Now they've got to get things moving. They've got to try to find a way to get through the blockade. I think that was a bad I'm not a big fan. Whoa. Maybe Forbes. He's got the. Oh, it bounces off the bar. What could have been a goal. Trying to trim this deficit.
Doesn't want to lose it now.
Oh, wow.
And that's where
excellent defense. With a little bit of luck. TNA is doing better than Ada. I wouldn't say TNA is doing better than Ada. I wouldn't say that.
Moreno.
Like, I still can't watch TNA for more than 5 minutes. So I don't know if they're doing great. I think NWA is doing a great job.
Moreno.
You know, I think NWA is the only brand that's been doing well. MLW sucked. Impact has sucked. AEW has sucked.
To see off the threat.
And
to force a mistake.
yeah, it's not going too well. But this Bergwijn, Ryback will never go to AEW. I don't think anyone wants Ryback to wrestle ever again.
And it's on now.
Wow, Brobery really messed that one up. He had an opportunity, did not take it. Not good here.
Point. Etienne Capoue. Juan Foyt. And that brings the first half here at Villarreal to a close.
Yeah,
he's played a starring role up to this
point.
At
the end of the day, when we go into the second half for both these teams, for Villarreal, it's just keep up the pace. I mean, what has Villarreal done wrong? They haven't done anything wrong. So for them, it's about maintaining and just keeping up the pace. Literally, all they have to do is keep stopping Ajax every time they try to get something going. And if they can do that, they're going to win this game. They're going to hold on to a 3-0 lead flawlessly. Now for Ajax, it's all about offense and defense. Fix everything. Be more aggressive defensively. Keep your space and your formation intact defensively. Offensively, you need to just be more efficient with the pass, and you need to try to find openings, break down the defensive blockade that Villarreal's had up.
To engage a little higher.
Oh, good. So maybe goal number 4.
Capoue.
That's not a smart idea. Wait, Capoue still got it. Wait, nope, not anymore.
It was looking promising. Well, they could get caught out on the break here.
Then Oldberg. Where's Oldberg wrestling? There he goes. Brobery's got the opening. Beautiful save by Jorgensen.
Saves, but you'd expect him to probably stop that. Played into the box. Unable to find anyone with them.
But hey, they still got this. Is a good thing for Ajax. They still have possession. But they need to do something. Berg Costens have more power than that. It's an easy save for the goalkeeper. Is it the corner? Maybe something can. Right now. It's kind of at this point we're just kind of seeing and hoping that maybe Ajax can do something positive. They've had possession, yes.
There, well cut out.
The defender would have been able to attack there. It's not able to stop that shot from the but I guess not.
Brian Brobby.
This is what Akpom. Oh, he waited too long. Now to Wrench. I think I said Wrench. Wow. Villarreal really making sure that nothing happens here for Ajax. This has been a complete domination.
Have a go here.
Beautiful save.
And that one goes out and away.
And it's like it's wow. Oh no, Soroff, he's all alone. He is all alone. Going for the shot. It's a goal. Number 4 for Villarreal. I'll send the AEW since he loves to know so. Well, you can definitely do it in the universe mode too.
Well, here's the replay.
But check this out. Check this out.
They go from defense to attack, and then once he's through, there was never any doubt, was there? Hits it hard and true, and the keeper just can't
Goodness
react
gracious.
in time.
Just like that, it's 4-0. It's getting even worse for Ajax, which I honestly didn't think I'd ever say that. It's getting worse for them.
Bergwijn.
Well, Bergwijn is lost possession again. Once again, I feel like we said this entire time
Moreno.
about this game. Villarreal is in control.
Edging ever closer to
And
goal
goal is right. I mean, we may have another one. Maybe goal number 5. That was
and
a bad pass. Or
with
maybe not. Here goes
chance
Gerard. Goal
Another
number
goal.
5
And the sort of
for
game
Ajax.
supporters dream of and will savor
And
for
this
a long,
home
long
crowd is absolutely enthralled with what they're seeing. They are loving this. 5-0 Villarreal.
You do have to feel for the keeper. He's left completely exposed at the back.
This is not what Ajax wanted, I can tell you that much. They are completely stunned. They're baffled. And they can't really do anything right now. It's falling to pieces here in match day 1. Not how they wanted to start off this their own group stage. Bergwijn.
Put into the box.
Phenomenal save from Jurgensen.
And a corner to come.
Boom! Here comes the boom. Right here now. That is actually one thing you remind me of. I do have to try to release that that UFC teaser video.
Berghaus.
There's Berghaus. Taylor.
Pushing forward now to make the right choice.
There's Broby. He gives it right to Capu.
There, but not anymore.
Man. Like, I'm trying to find something positive to say with Ajax, and it's just... It's, wow. You know, the only game that comes close that mirrors this would be the Galatasaray game, where they scored 7 goals. And they went against Victoria Cologne.
Chance here.
Shot gets blocked again. It's just not going Ajax's way at all. What can go wrong has went wrong.
Bergwijn.
Goes Bergwijn. Can at least try to get a goal. Try to help the goal differential.
Berghaus. Oh, a great chance. Well, it was
wow,
a
that one went
attempt, but it's been
wide to the right.
Wide.
Substitute Comisana coming in for Kuseno.
A chance to get in behind with that.
Huh.
Allowed to go a long way with this.
Goes Hato. See what Hato's got. He's got to get out of this corner, and
it crosses the line for a corner.
At least they're gonna have a corner. You got a double substitute from one from both sides. Femina is coming in from Moreno. Blows the cross comes in. Beautiful
really
save, and Van Bomen coming in from Moss. Another corner.
Averted, but it will be another corner.
Again, another save.
To stop him scoring a lovely headed goal.
I mean, first of all, it's not like for people who are simply like, oh well, Villarreal's goalkeeper hasn't been tested. Yes, he has. He's been tested a lot. He's just stopped a lot of the goals. A lot of shots that should have been goals. And that's what's really made it hard for Ajax to do anything. Their goalkeeper, when challenged, has been phenomenal.
Bergwijn. And the shot thwarted.
Well, that's not nothing new. Their shot normally
Chance now for a quick transition.
They messed up there.
Promising break ends there. Franco van den Bomen.
Franco van den Bomen. There's Akpom. I think at this point, Ajax wants to have this game done and over with, but they really need to worry about goal differential. How many times have we seen in our World Cup tournaments where there have been teams who should have made it powerhouses, but they've lost because they had bad goal differential?
Bergwijn.
Ajax should still be trying to score another great save. Good Lord. Next game we got for you folks is going to be in Group F. Al-Shabaab taking on RCD Mallorca. That's up next. But 5-0 victory here for Villarreal. That's huge in the group stage. 3 points go to them. This was a brutal beating. 5-0. Goodness gracious. Next up, Al-Shabaab. And going to Spain. RCD. There they are. Let's go to Saudi Arabia.
150 grams of protein. Y'all gotta stop playing, bro. I swear, bro.
There it is. We're going to visit Mallorca Estadi. Okay, cool. I like that.
The cameras are fixed to one man.
Well, he's such a natural finisher. He has everything.
This is going to be an interesting one. Two completely different styles.
He will certainly need to be tightly
Let's see who's
today.
going to bring it home.
Hello everyone, and coming to you today from the largest stadium in the Balearic Islands, the Visit Mallorca Estadi.
This is the largest stadium
My name is
in the
Derek
island.
Ray,
Wow.
and sitting alongside me, ready to provide all the
Either or,
analysis, is Stuart
RCD
Robson.
Mallorca
And
will be at
everyone here
home. They're going to be taking on,
you'd have to
and by the way,
say, with
RCD
good
Mallorca
reason.
in the red,
It's
Al
Mallorca,
Shabaab
and they
in
take
the
on
black.
Al Shabaab.
Thanks, Derek.
This
as
is what
always,
kicks
this
off
should
Group
be a good game. Great atmosphere
F.
inside the stadium. We've got two teams full of quality, some interesting matchups.
We definitely have teams
and
full of
two
quality. I'm just kind
coaches
of
that
waiting
want
to see
play
how
an
are the
attractive
styles,
brand of
you know,
football.
with
What
kind
more
of the
could
Saudi
you ask
Arabian
for?
teams signing big-time players. It's going to be interesting to kind of
Oh,
see. Wait a minute,
surely.
Mallorca,
And
oh,
under
Kim
pressure, that was a fine play.
with a massive save for his team.
This is the lineup for the visitors today.
Well, it's a defensive
And
lineup,
now
that's
this will be
for
Al
sure.
Shabaab's
But their
first
wing-backs and at
attacking
least one of their
quarterly
midfield
update.
players will need to break
That
forward when they
game
regain
last,
possession,
so Ajax
just to give them a threat going forward.
Villarreal 1.
Well, very effective play in possession.
5-0. Let's see what happens here.
Al-Quattani.
Wow, that pass just barely got through.
Can they take the lead here?
But they don't have much time.
Fine
Oh, they had,
tackle
I'm going to say
there to prevent
their
the
window to shoot was gonna close in 2 or 3 seconds.
Dani Rodriguez.
Relax, PC. You're not doing much, buddy.
Darder. Prats. Muriqi. Can he convert?
Ooh, that was close.
That save. Fully stretched he was.
That was so close. One hell of a save. We got a corner here. Let's see what happens.
Well, they're going for the
Can they
short
capitalize on it? That was a beautiful attempt to get past the defender, but now he's kind of squished. The shot, beautiful save from the defender. Beautiful block, I should say.
Untidy in possession. Plenty of support here. But quick thinking.
Wow, well done from Al Shabaab's defense. Well done. Let's see how they respond when they're on the attack now. The first attack wasn't too successful.
Cuellar. It's with Diallo.
But never say never. That was a bad pass.
They kept their shape defensively. Job done for now. Darder. Well, using the space really well. But now can they push on?
Uh-oh.
Is this the moment?
Nice stop. They got to be careful.
Well, the keeper had
Kim
plenty
Sung,
to think
you
about
really
with
saved them
bodies
from what
around
should have been imminent disaster, at least in my opinion. Then Villarreal with the victory. Ajax with the loss.
Not allowing them to come onto them. Not afraid of that.
3.
And nicely
Nice save.
away.
+5.
Al-Quattani.
-5. Perfect.
Carrasco.
Cross got to be careful.
Well, the
have a
perfect
throw-in.
tackle, really. And now a throw-in.
That was nice by Nader. Didn't want to force anything.
Banega.
Open it up. That was a bad idea from Banega.
But he's won the ball.
Bad idea.
Dani Rodriguez. Muriqi.
There's RC Mallorca now. They're pushing
Showing
up, and
real
the
patience.
formation's kind of
Can they
folding.
forge ahead?
This is the opportunity.
Can they
Abdon!
nudge it in
Oh,
front?
off the
Denied by
bar.
Back in play
So
here.
close.
Well, they so nearly took the lead there. They just
So
have
nearly
to
is
keep
right.
creating these opportunities, and I'm sure the goal will come.
But now, after that kind of scare, how does Al Shabaab kind of respond? Hussein's by himself, almost on an island.
Well, what
Good
can they
Lord.
do to stop him running at them? Surely.
That was smart by Diallo to save possession, not trying to let Liverpool have it back. But that's a strong blockade, but eventually something's got to give and blocked off the goalkeeper. I mean, off the defender.
Bear fruit for them.
Curious to see what team will be champions of the world. A header and a beautiful save by Rajkovic.
Another corner.
He kind of reminds me of Walter White. I'm not sure who really hit that, but
the keeper under the circumstances.
Right to the keeper. That was smart by Abdon. Let that defender do all the work to keep possession. Well, they kind of gave it back anyway. So, I guess it really didn't matter. He's got to be careful. Hatan, the shot!
Really tried to blast
so close.
That one past the keeper, but his radar was a bit off.
It was a bit off. A missed opportunity is really what it was. Both teams have been really good in this first half. I must say, I think both teams will need to lighten up a little, tighten up a little bit defensively. Going into the second half, that would be my only big change to the game plan. I think both teams offensively have showed they are more than capable of scoring.
Will they be able to play it in behind the defense? Teammate in support.
There's Darter. That was smart pressure.
Defending.
Sometimes you have to do that, and that's exactly what we see right there.
Al-Quatani.
I don't know how smart that is. I guess it worked to some degree. Diallo! Oh, that was a great read from the goalkeeper to save it.
It's absolutely remarkable. His reflexes were brilliant there.
Trying to deliver it accurately.
Whoa. That was a nice header.
Well, it comes to nothing in the end. Banega.
Right now, they can't seem to find a way to get really to the goalkeeper one-on-one. That's what they desperately need.
Still pushing for that goal that would see them
forge ahead. Help them do that. They got RCD almost got sloppy when they had possession. But no, we're going into the second half, folks. Tied. Both teams have pressured each other. I think Al-Shabaab has pressured just a little bit more. But both teams are playing a really good game at the moment, defensively at least.
And as the second half commences, both sides can reflect on a first half in which they were so very
I think the only critique for Al-Shabaab that I have offensively is that they need to start pushing and separating defenders. They've had possession, they need to do something with it.
Can they forge ahead?
And it's a goal for Moriki and for RCD Mallorca. A huge goal of the guy they said was going to be a big part of this game, and weren't the commentators right? It is now 1-0 Mallorca.
Well, it's great awareness of space in the box, and then he shows a lot of composure with the finish. That's a clever goal.
Well done. Uh-oh. Lauren's coming in.
1-0 then.
Hoodie gets subbed in. So, Pratt came out and Lauren came in. Okay.
Banega gets himself involved in the move.
Yeah, but here's the thing now. Al-Shabaab has to respond. They've had a hard time.
And
yep.
Stop them in their tracks. Van der Heijden.
That was smart from Barabee right there to kind of keep him in like this awkward triangle.
Siebe van der Heijden.
Okay.
Samuel Costa. Dani Rodriguez. And on the ball,
It was
Jaime
Costa.
Costa.
Now RCD's trying to push it up,
Well,
and
it's
I
a
don't blame them.
decent-looking attack.
Don't
This.
rest on just one goal.
He could pick out a teammate.
Well done. That right there was true freaking heart to keep possession.
Really good build-up.
They gave it back to. They may regret that. Kipsugi with a great goal, a great save.
And denying him another one.
Well, it's another chance for him.
That
As
is
you
such a
said,
substitution
he
on both
looks so
sides.
hungry for goals
More
today.
lanes coming in for Costa. Meanwhile, for Al Shabab, actually got the corner.
Short corner taken.
Too much happened there, but Al Shabab subs in Junior for Babri. Jeez, I cannot say these names. They're killing me here.
Carrasco now. So a half an hour remaining. Carrasco. His determination.
Wow, Della got pushed out. About to say that really ruined.
It will be a potentially dangerous free kick.
I do agree, because that really ruined what could have been the equalizer. The man had space. The shot good save by Rajkovic. And now a corner.
One goal down, but now a corner kick. Well, what an opportunity, but really good defending, you've got to say.
Yeah, but now they need to try to get it to people who are open.
Showing patience, looking for the equalizer. That is a very fine challenge in difficult circumstances.
In terms of physicality, Mallorca is really applying that pressure on Shabab physically.
Pablo Maffeo. And they need to get tighter here.
Nice. Oh, good save. That was scary.
That was scary right there.
Tell it, Shabab's starting to rush things, and it's going to cost them to keep doing that. That's why they
well,
weren't
it's a good-looking position. Is there a goal in the future?
Mafia.
Could play it in.
Most like Mafioso.
Molanes.
Again, great passing here from Mallorca.
Passing it accurately.
Whoa.
He read it well defensively. Bodies forward, and the break looks on.
Nice stop, nice stop.
Kyle Larin. Danny Rodriguez.
Oh, Rodriguez should have passed it. He got too
defending.
comfortable. He should have passed it. At that moment, he should have passed it. Position would have been there. That was a potential goal-scoring opportunity, and they completely he messed that one up.
Well, nothing for them to worry about
Well,
in the
I'm not sure
end. Good
who
defending.
that pass was to. That was terrible.
No let-up on the pressing front.
And for Al Shabab, you're running out of time to tie this one up.
Molanes.
They need to do something.
And Maffeo on the ball. Kyle Larin.
Here goes Larin. Just be careful. Well, he's lucky to have that.
And the referee allowing the game to flow.
Played
using advantage.
Smart.
Darder. Molanes.
Oh, they lose it.
Determined defending.
That was excellent defending, absolutely.
Well, we're inside the final 10 minutes in this one. Banega. Trailing as they are, they're not likely to get too many opportunities late in this game.
Pass.
And space for them here on the flank.
And now this leaves Mallorca to really push up. He's already got, Mallorca. Moriki to push up, sorry. Larkin, the shot, good save. And this goalkeeper, you really can't blame him. He's done a phenomenal job keeping Shabab in this game. Meanwhile, substitution on both sides. Kopitz is going to come in for Vander de Hayden, I believe I say it. And then, I couldn't see some jobs. Yeah, Vander de Hayden.
The delivery. The corner kick.
I don't know who saved that. Another corner here.
It might still be problematic.
Yeah, this is not what Shabab needs. They need to take possession. They're running out of it. Time and another great save. And how long can this keep up for Hughes?
You're right, that keeps them in it. Can they find an equaliser? They need some urgency in their play.
Well, there's the pullback. Molanes.
the Hyun Sung Yu. I mean, he's really doing everything humanly possible here to try and keep his team in this. The CPU, yes, at 305 Dade County, this is CPU versus CPU.
He read the situation defensively and did his job.
That was a nice stop there. But now they've got less. I don't even know how much time they're going to have. They need to start pushing up fast. They want to have an equalizer here. They don't want to drop 3 points. They've got 2 minutes of added time. They can't afford that type of stoppage.
It'll be a throw.
They got to keep up possession and keep it moving down the pitch. A miscommunication.
For a manager, giving it away like that.
And looks like Al Shabab is going to drop 3 points here in the group stage to Mallorca.
Pablo Maffeo. Dani Rodriguez. Molanes. This could finish
looking for it.
And
nice save.
There to deal with it. Well, having
First
been
letting
awarded
play
the corner,
continue.
they'll no doubt look to put the issue beyond all doubt.
Already said he had some attempts to pass that.
Dani Rodriguez.
Unfortunately for Mallorca, unfortunately for Al Shabab, Mallorca picks up 3 points, a 1-0 victory, and the next game we got for you is going to be AEK Athens taking on Newcastle. That's up next. It was a solid effort defensively from Al Shabab, but unfortunately for them, Mallorca just got the goal they needed. All it takes is one, and a big 3 points for Mallorca. Go to England. Newcastle looks really good right now. Wow. Look at that. Alright, so Newcastle and AEK. Rest of the world. Here we go. Oh, there it is. Why does it not do that? St. James Park. Here we go.
Backdrop for a match of massive significance.
A warm welcome from St James's Park, a home of football since 1880. My name's Guy Mowbray, and alongside me is Sue Smith for commentary. And with the atmosphere building up nicely, what a match this promises to be.
Here's my
Sue,
thing.
what can we expect from the game then?
At these
Stopping
teams,
him yet?
Newcastle easily will be the favorite, but as we've seen, favorites don't always win. Take a look at the Stockport versus Mönchengladbach. There should have been an easy way. Gordy needs to pass. That's the guy right next to him. They're completely ignoring the guy on the left wing. I mean, on the left side of them, which that was a bad, terrible awareness. But now AEK Athens has a chance here to try to run some on this counterattack and try to get a goal. Set the tone if you can. And well, they lost it, but
and the defense
could have been able to
tidies up nicely. Bit of a squeeze on here.
And now let's see what Newcastle does after they lost the first time.
Miguel Almiron could be dangerous.
Isak tried.
And the flag is up to stop them here. That is a really tight call.
Was it offside? Oh, he is very clearly offsides. That could have been a very good attack for them.
This is who I've been looking forward to seeing most today. Are we going to see him play a prominent role here soon?
Yeah, his form's been really good. 4 goals in his last 3 matches. His confidence must be sky high. Good luck trying to keep him quiet today.
There you go. Let's see what the Braid has there. Nope, never mind.
Has the space to whip it in here. Nice and easy this, just staying patient.
They've got to try to get out of that corner. They keep going into the corner. I think a
different angle of attack.
He's got to be so careful. Everybody's pushing it up. This is what they need. Oh, good save from Pope.
From the keeper.
Oh, that is a great save. It's so close.
When your name is Pope, I have a lot of faith.
Reactions are quick, and that's really good goalkeeping.
He's the Pope. Al Shabab lost.
Well, the danger's still there. Sidibe.
So, sorry, I'm just updating the game as we speak.
And that's where it ends, with possession lost.
0.
Pineda. It's nice possession. Is there a goal to take the lead coming?
Let's
Cuts
see.
inside.
This could be huge for AK Athens.
Having a try. No
Easy
need
save
to
for
worry about that effort for the keeper.
So Lopez a +1.
Orbien Pineda. He takes it on.
Uh-oh.
They've lost it there, and the attack is over. Offside has been given here.
0. There we go. Sorry. Made a mistake when I was updating. A lot of offsides being called right now. Oh, nice. Oof, that was a beautiful one. And it's going to go actually back to Newcastle. This is good. This is what they needed.
Read the pass well and cuts it out.
And now they're on the offensive. Let's see what happens.
Gordon.
Goes Gordon. Gotta be careful in the corner. They want to completely reset. You can tell. That's exactly what they wanted to do.
Good work to beat the marker. Trippier.
In the process, it's kind of like they sent a pressure out to him.
Decent looking cross played in.
So close, but no cigar. Bruno's going to keep
possession.
it. I'm amazed
Making
with how
good
they've
progress here.
keep it so far. Absolutely amazed.
Trippier. That's good, strong play. Garcia. Pineda. Levi Garcia. There's a nice passing rhythm to the play.
I'm trying to see what
Players
AK
waiting in the
doing.
center.
And quite frankly, they're in a really good position.
Well,
Well, I'd say they were in a really good
threat
position.
averted.
So they're pushing up Isak. He's pushing it up
Good
here.
cross into the middle.
Whoa! Hello!
A key
One
moment
hell
in
of
the
a
match.
goal. 1-0. A beautiful cross. Then the beautiful header. Right over the goalkeeper. And we've got a goal.
Well, here's the
One more
replay,
time.
and it's
It's a
great delivery
phenomenal
into the
cross
box.
and then an
And
even
it's a good
better
finish
header.
too. Able to make good contact.
Right
I'm
over
not
the
sure
goalkeeper.
keeper could have done
Wow.
much about that, to be honest.
1-0
And the game
Newcastle.
restarts with
Not
the
what
score
AK
1-0.
Athens wanted to have happen.
Pineda.
How will they respond? Because Szymanski here trying to push it up. I think
Moving
this is a
forward
very
well.
smart idea. Let's try to answer back as quickly as possible. You see a sense of urgency.
Perfectly anticipated. Really well won. Play continues as the ref lets that go. Surely the equaliser.
I think.
Brilliant
Oh,
work by
I
the man
think
in
if the
goal.
game
That's a
plan,
top stop.
if I understand the game plan here,
Chance for the
they
breakaway
tried to take a
here.
shot, hoping that the goalkeeper would make a deflection, and he was just
That
narrowly
ultimately
out of
has
place.
come to nothing.
Barely out of place, and it could put him off balance. Wasn't able to actually capitalize and shoot that ball. Then we probably would have had a tie game.
Garcia. A chance to cross here.
They try to replicate with
The
Newcastle.
approach play
It did
looked
not happen.
encouraging. Good
That was
defending to snuff
nowhere
out any
close.
threat. Miguel Almiron.
Almiron trying to do whatever he can. Newcastle not wrestling on the ball,
Delivered
trying
into
to
the
push
box.
it. A horrible
But the
cross
keeper
that time.
has
Absolutely
watched
terrible.
it all the way.
Stankovic was right there to get it, but I think this may cause, a bad throw by the goalkeeper, cause Newcastle to gain possession once more. And now they've got 2 minutes plus whatever at a time to try to add on to the goal.
They're getting into a good position.
So now it was right there
Nice.
taking the shot. Nice save from
Excellent
Stankovic
work
this
from
time.
the keeper to deny a promising looking attack.
Going for the cross.
Been
Beautifully
delivered.
done.
And
Another
there's
goal
another
for
one.
Joelton.
Valuable breathing space for them now.
The man with 2 goals, if I'm not mistaken, Joelton here is really proving dividends for Newcastle. 2 goals off of headers.
Well, let's take another look
I
at this.
repeat,
It's a
2
decent
goals
delivery
in
into the
1
box,
game
and
off
it's
of headers. The
intelligent
man is
movement
carried
and a
it.
strong connection to
Wow,
take
it went
past
over the
goalkeeper.
defender and the
It's a good
goalkeeper.
finish,
And I
that.
think, honestly, the defender number 19 moved out the way for A.K. Athens, that may have not been a goal. The goalkeeper did try to avoid colliding in with his defender. That cost him everything.
So away we go again.
But Joel Linton here with a massive brace. 2 goals in one half via headers. Newcastle's got to lead 2-0. I can tell you right now, A.K. Athens not happy. But now, if we want to talk strategy here, on both sides in the half. If I'm Newcastle, let's see if we can keep trying to feed it to Joel Linton. He's the guy who scored. We've done well defensively. We haven't really challenged us offensively. So, sorry, they haven't challenged Newcastle defensively. So I have to say, keep what you're doing until it stops working. If you're A.K. Athens, you've got to tighten up defensively. You've got to tighten up on these set pieces that Newcastle's been setting up. Otherwise, it's going to cost them more goals.
To deliver into the box.
And at that, a shot to come back in this game. This game is not over yet, folks. Oh, wait. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Oh, that's stopped there.
Shame for them. Nothing
so
doing.
don't count A.K. Athens out.
We've seen a top player at the top of his game up to now. It's been a performance of the highest quality.
Yeah, it was an incredible performance. Clearly the difference between the two sides. He's causing that back line so many problems. He'll no doubt be desperate to score a hat-trick now, though.
Nice, okay.
Gordon.
Wow. Well done. Again, well done from Newcastle. I said I'm more so kind of impressed with how they've been able to keep doing so well defensively. It's like they're unbothered by A.K. That was a nice defense. They stopped it, but again, back to Newcastle. The man who's got 2 goals, Joel Linton.
Need to get tighter here.
We talked about them trying to have to stop these set pieces. Now they put themselves in Newcastle corner where they have to stop a set piece. This is not good for them, but trust. I can't even say that name. Good Lord, this team. Montalos comes in for Haji Safi, but the cross comes in. I think they finally learned. They tightened up there defensively, but now they gave it back to Newcastle. Let's see what Newcastle does with it.
Options available in the middle.
All you need in soccer is one guy to step up and score, and they've had that. Now, if the defense does their job, this will be an easy game for Newcastle. A nice 3 points, especially when they're at home.
Almiron.
There's the pull back. There you go.
Nicely. And this could be.
Bruno taking the shot. Nice save from Stankovic. I kind of love saying that name. Stankovic. Wilson coming in for Gordon. That substitution made by Newcastle. Again, they're finally starting to stop these set pieces. Well done, A.K. Now they've got to fight for possession.
That was
nice. That was they're giving it right back to Newcastle.
Now can he get the cross in? Trippier.
And you can tell that is the form, that's what they want. To go for these set pieces. And Joel Linton has a hat-trick. A hat-trick off of headers. I don't think I've ever seen that before, ever. He's got 3 goals via the header. Joel Linton is carrying Newcastle with 3 goals. It's a hat-trick. All from set pieces via header. They are just absolutely impressive. Absolutely. One more time. Trippier's wide open here. Gets the cross off. Joel Linton getting ahead of the defender. Goalkeeper not aware at all, oblivious basically what's happening. And dives away from the ball. Mind you. Dives away from it. Joe Linton here. A hat-trick off of header.
And away we go again. 3-0 now.
It's absolutely impressive.
And he didn't get back onside quickly enough.
No, he didn't. And it was just a poor choice of pass. He needs to be more aware of the situation and give him time to get back onside.
Botman. Share.
Let's try Joe Linton.
Lovely ball. Now, what can they do with it? Nicely sets it up.
Wow. Wow.
Mantalos.
Looking back at this and I know I probably look like stunned, dazed, and confused at what we're seeing, but now it's 3-0. You can kind of tell that the heart's been taken out of AEK. They need to try to figure out something. It's all about, at this point, it's goal differential trying to tie it. They still have time. We've seen teams. If Ross can score 2 goals in 5 minutes, I believe someone can score 3 goals in 10 minutes. I really do. So I'm believing that AEK can pull themselves out of the rut that they've caused themselves to be in. This game should technically be tied 0-0, but long stuff coming through Humaras.
Good job done to keep it there.
Made by Newcastle. Great defense.
But that happens all too often. You have to clear the first man. Joe Linton. Isak.
They got it through to Almiron. Almiron, the shot, beautiful save from the goalkeeper.
That's what he's there for. Delivered into the box, and just a little
too
high.
It's not going to Joe Whitman.
Well, it's a good delivery into a nice area. He loses his marker, but just lacks that clinical finish.
I said I'm definitely impressed with how Newcastle's played, but their real MVP is the man who's scoring all these goals off the headers. Joe Linton.
Sent into the middle.
I said, otherwise, I firmly believe this game would be tied 0-0.
Maybe now.
Beautiful save.
And out of
beautiful
play
stop,
Newcastle
actually.
Corner.
The defender, Newcastle's corner here. I lost my pen now. It's not good. Never mind. I don't need that pen. I have this one. That was easy.
And here it comes.
For it. Oh, wait a minute. Almiron getting it to Anderson. Anderson back to Almiron, taking the shot, but it's going to get blocked.
Well, that's as easy as it gets for a goalkeeper.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's going to be safe. He's safe.
Orbin Pineda. Well, the fans are happy, and they should be as we approach full time. A really impressive performance here.
Well, I mean, yeah,
if you're a Newcastle fan, everything today has gone right. If you're AEK, and you're a fan of AEK, they've got to figure out
I definitely wouldn't want to play against this team.
What to do next. Because they are struggling. This is not okay. This has been a bad performance.
In the right position to cut out the pass.
It really comes down to them being more defensively aware of set pieces. Wilson's wide open. That's not what they needed. It's a goal. 4-0 Newcastle. And this time a goal scored by Wilson, adding insult to injury. Now 4-0. They're in the lead.
Well, here we can see it again, and he shows great ability to get past his man. And as soon as he's through 1v1 with the goalkeeper, he just goes for power and smashes it in the net.
So that will do it. A disappointing result, whichever way you slice it. Sue, your thoughts on that
this was definitely a disappointing result.
Well, sometimes you finish the game and think, how on earth
but
have
Joe
we not
Linton,
got
3 goals.
from this? And
All 3.
Thinking that. They played well on the whole,
via
but
the header.
haven't got anything.
Wow. Yeah, he should be getting interviewed, absolutely. My right eye is bothering me now. That's not good. Man, oh man. I mean, that was... Oof. But either way, let's go into the next game, folks. We're going to be going over to Group G. We'll see Napoli taking on the Melbourne Victory. Oops. Talking to you. There we go. There we go. Melbourne Victory. And then they're going to be taking on Napoli, Italy. Here we go. Stadium Municipal is where it'll be. AK Athens takes a loss.
There have been days of eager anticipation prior to this massive clash, but now we need talk about it no more, and instead focus on the here and now. A
Absolutely,
match that has the capacity to delight.
A warm welcome on what is a perfect
Following
day to
this
watch
game will be
football.
Al Nassir
I'm Guy
taking
Mowbray,
on
and
Everton.
Sue Smith is alongside me for commentary, and everything is set up nicely to give us a really good match. How do you see this one going then, Sue?
Yeah,
Let's see
cheers,
Nepali,
guys.
by the way,
Great
in
to
the
be here.
yellow
I think
and
it's important
blue.
that both teams are focused
Melbourne
from the off,
in
though,
like
and
the
they
really
start
dark
quickly.
blue. I believe it's
But
the
I'd love
proper
to
way
see
to say
some
that's
goals.
the jersey color.
Hopefully, I've not just cursed it.
Zielinski goal for Nepali. They score a goal within the first 2 minutes of the game. And on the road, they're saying they are not fazed by what the victory have to offer. Huge goal for Nepali, setting the tone early.
Well, if we see it again, he's placed that with such accuracy. The goalkeeper couldn't get anywhere near it. Such a nice finish, that.
1-0 Nepali FC. Now, how is Melbourne City about to, try to come back? But clearly that's not going to happen.
Stanislav Lobotka.
Here goes Zielinski again. This guy's got a goal going to Oshman. It gets stopped. Nice defense. Now, what can the Melbourne victory really do with this, with possession?
Lovely ball. Now, what can they do with it?
They gave it right back to Nepali. So we're finally in Group G. As we're in Group G, I do have to
Anguissa.
Update what happened in
Moving the ball
game.
forward. What can they do from here? Has the space to whip it in here.
They have the space again. They really do actually have the space again. 77th, a beautiful shot, but it gets saved.
It hasn't come to anything. Disappointing.
Sorry, 4-0.
Using his body well to keep the ball. That's good, strong play.
That is fine.
A little sloppy on the ball.
See, Nepali now, I don't even know how, number 77, that'll be how I announce it every time now. That name is ridiculous. Lobotka, now they've got the opportunity. Zielinski again, the man's already got a goal.
A chance to deliver into
wow,
the box.
that hit him dead in the gut. He took that like a champion.
Touchline. That'll be a throw.
Let's see.
Osimhen. Real opportunity.
Osimhen here. Oh, it bounced off the post. That really could have been a huge dagger.
Not the end to the move they were looking for.
You know, Nepali's going to be kicking
you just think that would have given them a nice cushion to work with. As it is, though, the game's still very much in the balance.
I do agree that would have given them a nice cushion, but unfortunately for them, it's not meant to be.
The crowd encouraging him to take it on. Read the pass well and cuts it out.
I thought he was
Anguissa.
going to stop him, but he couldn't.
Osimhen.
Osimhen.
Oh, a great chance. What
great save there by Izzo. Great save. That really should have been a goal.
Good were his then. It's such
corner here for Nepali. Let's see what they do with it.
Into the box it goes.
That was kind of terrible.
It's not the best of clearances. Zielinski. Well, he's lost the ball, and any chance is gone. Zielinski. Promising looking attack, this. Now it needs a
promise. Wait a minute. Osimhen. Oh, nice save.
Not the easiest of saves, but you'd expect him to
what's wrong with that dude's face? It's like he's got a brace on. Osimhen's got a nasty brace on his face.
Played into the box.
Nice header, beautiful save, but now who's going to stop this? That goalkeeper deserves an award. He really stopped what could have been a nasty situation.
The relief. It's a fantastic initial save, though.
And he goes right back to Zielinski's. To Nepali. It's not good here.
Zielinski, genuine chance.
And number 77 with a huge goal. It is now 2-0 Nepali as they take a huge lead over the Melbourne victory. On the road, Napoli is showing out that they are unfazed by the Melbourne Victory crowd.
Movement in the box, just to find that yard or two of space. That's what makes it an easy finish in the end.
There's Falami.
Need to get tighter here.
Wow.
Possession loss just at the point of something happening.
Apologies, folks. My nose is killing me.
Counter-attack coming. Away they go.
Yes, the counter-attack is coming, but right now this could potentially be rather dangerous for them. Di Lorenzo, Napoli. They have the attack. Osimhen. Oh, it gets blocked. And now this is Melbourne Victory's chance to try and do something. I don't even think they've really gotten to do anything offensively. Like, being in all honesty, I don't think they've done anything offensively. I don't think they've been able to get it the second, third.
First half almost over. And what a position they've got themselves into here.
Yeah,
no, Napoli's got them into a
fantastic
for
the most part. They've asked lots of questions of the opponents too. They'll be the much happier of the two teams if they can just see out these final few minutes now.
Yet to find a way
He's got the opportunity. He's going to pass to Osimhen. That was a smart pass and a wonderful goal. 3-0 Napoli. They take an even larger lead over Melbourne Victory. Batman, that's what we call him.
Well, here's like the replay, and what a strike it is.
Huge goal for Osimhen.
Long way out. There's so much to admire.
3-0 Napoli. Realistically, this is not looking good. It's becoming a nightmare for Melbourne Victory.
Working hard to win the ball back. Plenty of space to attack
now pushing it up even more.
Put into the middle.
That's going to be, yeah, I don't know where that was going. I wasn't
the keeper seems to have it covered.
That was a horrible cross.
And a good tackle results in a throw-in.
They've had 33% possession. I'm surprised. I feel like it's been all Napoli. Yeah, this is getting worse and worse for them. Goodness gracious.
Given away.
You got to think too, is Napoli that hungry for goal number 4?
Politano.
They've got time.
Osimhen.
I think they are. I think that they are. Number
here.
77 with a wild
close,
miss.
But hit too hard
1 minute
to
at that time, though, we're definitely going to be going second half. I mean, the game plan is going to be completely opposite for both these teams. And so, in one way, they can call it. They can call it. Go ahead. Thank you. We're going to the second half.
And that's going to be it for the first 45 minutes.
Was it 4-0? Is it 3-0? Sorry, 3-0 Napoli over the Melbourne Victory. This has been a rough day for them at the office. But again, it's not impossible. They can still come back, but they have to do things offensively. If I'm the coach of Melbourne Victory, my game plan in the second half is going to be making my defense tighter, acting like we know how to play, and sitting there and trying to make something happen offensively. We got to at least try and pressure the goalkeeper, let alone get there. There's a lot of things that have to change. There's got to be a sense of urgency for Melbourne Victory. If they don't, then the game plan of Napoli, that should be the same here. Keep attacking, keep striking, keep just frustrating them, and trying just to dominate. If they can keep that going, they're going to win this game. Nice save there.
For it coming his way.
I think Zielinski's got... No way, they said no. Okay.
And the corner
Cross comes in.
Fired in. They've got the corner away. Di Lorenzo.
Oh, sorry. Di Lorenzo now to Osimhen. Osimhen with another goal. Goal number 4. The Batman's got a brace. It is now 4-0.
His movement is great. He finds a yard of space, and then it's so composed.
So the lead
Melbourne
restarts.
Victory now is just struggling. They cannot believe they've been getting just decimated. That's right, we're decimated here.
Kvaratskhelia. Matteo Politano.
Here's Politano.
Anguissa.
And number 77's got a brace for himself as well. It is now 5-0 Napoli.
Well, we can see it again now.
I said the going has been getting rough here, let me tell you. It is just brutal.
Get on the end of it, which he does so well. It's a really nice finish.
And once again, Napoli has possession.
Di Lorenzo.
There's Di Lorenzo. Oh.
He read that well, stopping any danger.
My apologies. I was just kicking my behind. And the Melbourne Victory give it up.
Kvaratskhelia.
Well, no, maybe something could actually happen here for the Melbourne. Nope, I speak too soon. I think I'm gonna wait. Because right now, this 5-0 lead is insane.
Looking for the angle.
Number 77, Kvaratskhelia, now has a hat trick. It is 6-0 Napoli against the Melbourne Victory.
Well, if we watch this again, it's all about being alert in and around the box.
This is looking rough.
And when the ball falls to him, he's clinical. That's a really nice finish.
Mind you, folks, next game we actually have for you in this stream will be on this year taking on Everton. You don't want to go anywhere for that one. Goes Falami. It's a Brimmer.
Good run. Now, can he pick out the right option?
Do something. He's got to get out of the corner. It's not where they want to be.
Deal with the
danger
decisively.
That's clearly what just happened right there. As they gave up possession to the man who's got a hat trick.
A good effort to stop the ball going out.
There's Osimhen. He's got to realize he doesn't really. Well, technically he did have Politano. That is right.
Di Lorenzo.
Di Lorenzo just cut the hell out of him. Going for another shot. It is now 7-0 Napoli against Melbourne Victory. Holy heck, folks. They've actually tied Galatasaray with being the two teams in the UEFA Super League tournament to have 7 goals in a game. And they've got plenty of time to score another one.
Really good goal.
Strong play.
It's getting worse and worse for the Melbourne. Oh my God.
And unable to retain possession.
It's like sheep being led to the slaughter.
Kvaratskhelia.
Could
be dangerous.
Here goes Oliveira. Is he going to go for goal number 8?
Kvaratskhelia.
I think they're getting a little cocky. I don't blame them. Up 7-0.
Quick transition. The counter fizzling out in the end.
Make sure they can have space. Osimhen.
Di Lorenzo. Lobotka. Politano,
nice save.
More than equal to it.
Wow. Oh. That was excellent defense. That was excellent heart to make sure that play kept going.
And that's a throw-in. They'll have to win the ball all over again.
So the Melbourne Victory has been absolutely decimated this game. I mean, it's been a slaughterhouse.
Moving it across the pitch quickly, and when they do go forward, they're creating openings. This is a really strong performance.
Arzani, the shot. Wait a minute, no, the goalkeeper got up it. The goalkeeper, oh, great block. And we got a corner here. And Batman's coming out, folks. Osimhen coming out. That substitution was made by Napoli as Raspadori is coming in. I know I'm butchering these names. I apologize. Wait till we do the World Cup during the summer. Trust me, we'll definitely have another butchering.
Peter Zielinski.
Zielinski. Really trying to go for a shot. He got blocked by the defender corner here.
They've got themselves a corner now. And here it comes.
A horrible corner. Gonna go right back. Well, wait. Nope, it was gonna go right back to Melbourne, but Nace does. Okay.
And the ball has changed hands.
Fornaroli, that is one hell of a name. Throw of a last name.
on now. A body in the way.
Wow. 79% passing from Melbourne, 94 and 150 pass meanwhile. Melbourne victory. Economides. I'm pretty sure they'll put up there so we can talk about the substitutions. But Economides coming in for Marchand. That's from
Over it comes.
the. Oh my
And
God.
the keeper has to be.
Oh my God. Good Lord. And by the Torre came out. And they're still pressuring.
The ball back. Good job done to keep it there.
Yeah, but if you're Nepali, you're probably not trying to score. Oh, nice save.
But for how long?
Kravitz kill.
It was looking good, but there it's ended.
He's got it.
Cut back nicely. Oh, what a
shot,
really
beautiful
good
save
that was.
Corner here.
Into the box it goes. And that's gone out for another one. Corner again.
It's another corner. Wow.
And they go short with the corner.
Okay, Peloton just wanted to make sure they kept possession. Okay.
Chops inside now.
Look, I don't think they're gonna.
Looking for the angle.
Are they? Nice save, and we got another corner.
From the corner.
Wow. I think they're trying to break the record. They don't want to tie it with Galatasaray. They want to break it.
A short corner taken here. Looking to create an angle. Having to stay patient here. Sent into the middle.
Oh.
And there's the final whistle. A positive result, at least as far as the away fans are concerned.
Wow.
Sue,
7-0, folks.
Well, that was a dominant performance. They just couldn't live with him for a minute.
I mean,
and then there are games like that. He surely has been the player who's most caught the eye today.
7-0.
Well, he thoroughly deserves the match ball. What a performance.
Holy heck. Let me try to write that on the thing so I don't mistake how many goals were scored. My goodness. Except, folks, Everton on this year. I think we're actually going to see Ronaldo in this one. Right? Was he in Al Ittihad? I think he's in Al this year. Everton, you have to use your alternate. Going to Goodison Park. I know we're going to be in for one hell of a treat this game. Sadio Mane and Ronaldo, yeah. Sadio Mane and Ronaldo.
A stadium brimming with anticipation. The build-up has been intense, and now we just can't wait for it all to begin. It's anyone's guess, though, which team will come out on top.
This crowd's ready for what should be a very fun and spectacular game.
Goodison Park, a grand old
Everton going to be in the white, Al-Nassr in the blue.
Is here to commentate with me. And hopefully we've got some goals and drama
this
on the way.
is going to be one hell of a
what can we expect from the game?
Especially with, I taught this earlier, with how many teams from the Saudi Arabian League have basically bought some of the best players in the world and brought them to Saudi Arabia. So, you know, when you look at this,
well, they've gone with a 4-5-1.
this is going to be an interesting game. This is a true challenge for Everton. Don't take Al-Nassr lightly. Hell, even I even think that Al-Shabaab surprised RCD Mallorca with how well they played defensively. So,
they're going to have to be the creative
yeah,
outlet.
don't take Al-Nassr lightly.
This is a lovely spell of possession.
There's Sadio Mane. Definitely wants to get it to CR7. Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo gets stopped, though.
And the attack is over.
Everton with possession. Now, what can they do offensively?
Well, he's a player that many have been talking about. Will we be talking about him for the right reasons today, though?
Yeah, he's so efficient in front of goal. Whenever a chance comes his way, he at least tests the goalkeeper. The defence are going to have to remain focused for the full 90 minutes because he only needs one chance and he'll punish you.
Keeps himself in the way. Well held.
Oh, sorry.
Mane.
Oh, that was nice.
Crosses the line for a corner.
Melbourne. 7. It's going to be rough for, very rough for Nepali.
And it's a short corner. Put into the middle.
Cross, Talisca trying to go for it. It goes through. It goes through. And Al Nassr scores force. Talisca with the huge goal. And it's now 1-0. Al Nassr leads.
Well, let's have
one of the more
look.
unlikelier scores from Al Nassr out of all people. But Talisca gets it right narrowly past the goalkeeper.
The keeper shouldn't get beat at his near post there. He just doesn't get his angles right. He'll be gutted
1-0 Al Nassr. How does the home team Everton respond? And realistically, what is a shocker?
Young.
I mean, that type of goal that was just scored. To me, that's a rare goal.
That's good physical play. Moving the ball forward. What can they do from here?
Oh, now it's a Beto. And Onana scores right back. We're tied 1-1. A huge goal scored from Onana. It is 1 apiece, just like that. We got ourselves a game.
It's inch perfect. And as soon as he's through 1v1 with the goalkeeper, he just goes for power and smashes it in the net. It's a quality finish.
Now, let's see how Al Nassr responds after having their lead for only 4 minutes. That was a nice advantage that the referee allowed. Cristiano Ronaldo scores right back. It is now 2-1. A counter response to Everton, who just had a tie, and now we're 2-1.
Well, here's the
Ronaldo
replay, and it's an inch perfect pass through.
Does what Cristiano Ronaldo does best, and we've got a goal.
Brilliant finish. He strikes through the ball. The keeper has no chance.
2-1 Al Nassr back in the lead. How will Everton respond after just tying it and now being down once again? 3 goals within 8 minutes. I think actually 6 minutes. 6 minutes, if I'm not mistaken.
Abdoulaye Doucouré.
Doucouré now to Bates, so you got to think what Everton's home team is going through their mind right now.
McNeil.
Yeah, that was smart.
They're just looking now for that final pass through.
Doucouré. Oh, if he turned around the opposite way, that would have been pretty good. He could have had the momentum to kick it. Big mistake there made from Doucouré.
Anderson Talisca.
Now he goes Al Nassr with possession.
Otavio.
Didn't want to give it Sadio Mane. I'm a bit surprised. Talisca, who's got a goal in this game.
Another good-looking attack.
Sultan now to Otavio.
Oh,
Bad pass. Could have been right to Mane. Wait a minute. Alex Telles should have passed it to Sadio Mane, who's right in the middle waiting for that. It's a big mistake. Should have passed it.
Young.
Wow, Telles right now is not even nowhere close. Now there's Laporte. Beto, we got a tie again! Everton scores a second time, this time from Beto. It's 2-2. We got a game. Just like that.
Well, let's look at this
a lapse in the defense. Really Everton took advantage of it, and boom, 2-2 apiece. We got a tie once again.
And we're underway again with the scores level once more.
Honestly, now with possession, how are they going to respond after once again losing their lead? No lead is safe clearly in this game. It's much of what I was anticipating, honestly. You know, here's the thing too. Looking at this, well,
Arnaud Danjuma.
It's gonna be interesting.
Vitaly Mikalenko. Sloppy on the ball.
A nice defense there from Al Nassr. Definitely trying to redeem themselves, but eventually, unfortunately, they give it right back to Everton. Now on the aggressive, he's got him. He's got Onana.
To edge ahead.
To take the shot. Wait, well, Beto's got the opportunity, but they swerved him.
Shut out. And that
it was cool. There's a lot going on there. Flag for offside. That was a high-pressure situation. Al Nassr goalkeeper was in. He actually somehow maintained his composure, didn't give up a goal, and defense went to a system that could have been 3-2 very quickly. And that's going to Brandt.
What can they do with it?
It's back to Ronaldo. That was nice, kind of how they passed it. They opened up the pitch completely.
In the way. Good
very
work.
Surprised. Should have went to Talisca instead of Brozovic. Now back to Talisca. It's a turn. We got to Alex Telles. McNeil to Talisca needs to go to Mane, if I'm being honest. Sadio Mane is a very key thing they haven't been using here for whatever reason. Ronaldo jumped right to
promising looking attack, but it's come to nothing. Counter-attack coming, away they go.
Otavio, Talisca.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Good work to regain possession. Danjuma.
Can Everton try to take a lead right before the half? You got to think that would definitely take out some of the confidence,
Looking
the
to put
moxie
the
from all
cross
this
in.
year. It's going for it. Nice job from Laporte.
He's been denied. Superb work.
Ronaldo, it's going out. To Talisca. That was nice to save him too, to save that possession. Going back to Otavio. Seems to be very comfortable in this position.
Otavio.
But Ronaldo bounces in 3-2. 3-2. It goes right past Jordan Pickford. And it bounces in. Ronaldo's got a brace. What a huge goal. It just bounced off of that deflection from Jordan Pickford into the net. Huge goal. 3-2 on the Sear. Once again in the lead, trying to keep that one-goal lead. And this away crowd who came to see Al Sear trying to beat Everton. They've once again got to leave, but can they keep it going into the second half?
So yet another goal. 3-2
Gotta think too. It's gotta really take some of the heart out of Everton. No, they can't really do much here with possession. They're going into the second half, trailing down by 1.
The first half here at Goodison.
This is going to be interesting.
Well, we've seen an absolutely outstanding performance from. And there's the restart. Off we go again.
Oh, wow.
Has the space to whip it in here. Danjuma. Oh, good defending, just when it was looking threatening. Ooh. The counter looks on here, options available.
Here's Ronaldo. Now they've kind of started it with the way that they have. Sadio Mane, women. Otavio.
Well, a fantastic break, but not such a fantastic end product. Goal kick.
Yeah, it was all good until the final effort.
It's got to be rough.
Shows you just how devastating they can be on the counter, though.
Everton now, nice goal kick here. Whoa, wait a minute. Nope, that was bad.
In possession.
Right back to him. That's not what Everton needs.
They're allowing space, and he's finding
it. With the striking.
Mane.
Talisca.
Oh, a great chance.
Oh, wait a minute. That's going to be a corner here.
When it looked for all the world.
No, that's right. Sorry, it's good. That is going to be a goal kick. Absolutely. Let's see what Everton's going to do here. It's a nice kind of cross. I want to put it across the field. It's nice. That was well done. Nicely timed.
Nice possession. Can they get a chance to equalize?
To Danjuma. Got to be careful. Back to Decore. He needs to pass that off.
Vitaly Mikalenko.
They've got Beto saving there. This is the opportunity to tie it, and Everton ties it 3-3. We're tied once again. You want to talk about constantly coming back, having answers to the goals. It's been a purely offensive game, 3-3 for both sides. What is going to give?
All square then, as they get things going again.
And honestly, you're now going to have to find a response to having given up their one-goal lead once again.
Mane. Mane.
Oh, dear.
Beto. And unable to retain possession. Brozovic.
Sorry, I'm trying to make sure I had my breath there, but it's 3-3.
Oh, worth a shot.
Save gets stopped. I'm not sure where that's going.
The ball goes out of play for a goal kick.
Let's say it should be a goal. Okay, perfect. Harrison coming in for McNeil. That's made by Everton. And then Fofana coming in for Kiabari. I'm going to butcher these names all the time, my goodness. But either way, this 3-goal tie.
No time here.
Realistically, on the series, the one who has set the tone this entire game. Constantly, they took the 1-goal lead when they tied it again. He took a 2-1 lead. Then it was 2-2. Took a 3-2 lead. Now we're tied again. All Everton has done is basically come back, but you need to see Everton trying to take that 4 goal. They have not led at all. They've constantly coming down from being. Well, they've been trying to come back from being down. They've got to try to take the initiative here, score 1, and put themselves in the lead. Because Ronaldo gets stopped. Wow.
Quick into the tackle, and the result is a throw.
Win probability 36-32.
Chance to deliver into the box.
Sadio Mane trying to keep it.
And a cross that could be dangerous.
Oof, that really could have been dangerous. My goodness.
Brozovic.
It was Mane who should have lost position. Somehow kept his balance there. Ronaldo to Mane.
Teles.
So he's got to be careful going for it. Talisca didn't have anything. We got a goal, and once again, Al-Nassr scores 4-3, and a brace for Talisca. 4-3. And the away side here on the Al-Nassr, I mean, Jordan Pickford's speed, he can't even believe it. But I mean, the reality of it is great teamwork and team play we're seeing from both teams this game. Narrowly gets it right under the hand of the defender. And is confident in his abilities. It slips past Pickford. It's 4-3. And now Everton has to find a way, once again, for the 4th time, to try to tie this one up.
Ashley Young.
You want to talk about adversity? This is really what's facing adversity here for this Everton side.
Amadou Onana. Need to get tighter here.
There's Onana, what they're doing, what's actually got planned. Going for this cross, but again, goalkeeper seen it, punched it. That was great awareness.
It hasn't come to anything. Disappointing.
That's what they need, though. Ghana's there.
Possession given away.
94% passing accuracy from Everton. 97% passing accuracy from Al-Nassr. And what's a game that's been purely offensive? There's Ronaldo on the wing, gets stopped.
Well,
I mean, right now, Everton is running out of time, but we have seen some incredible comebacks so far in this tournament. I'll always reference Lask, who scored 2 goals in 5 minutes. Harrison, he should have passed. That was a horrible decision right there. Terrible decision making.
Mane.
I don't know what compelled them to do that, but that was absolutely the worst thing you could have done.
There's room to do something here.
Guys with you turn the wrong way, then you kick it the opposite.
Options available in the middle.
Terrible.
And it's not the best of clearances.
Yeah, that was terrible. He gave it right back to Everton. Right now is messing up on both fronts. They cannot afford to kind of give them another goal. He goes Bates, and this is what they need. This is what they need.
They need an end product from this.
Wow, he completely messed it up. That's the 2nd offensive error in 5 minutes for Everton.
Marcelo Brozovic.
He did the perfect dribble move, then went to go right back into the same position that the defender was in. That was terrible.
Otavio. They're getting into a good position. Good vision.
Uh-oh.
Now, this might be promising. Otavio.
Ooh, okay.
Counter-attack coming, away they go.
Wow, this is what they need. This is what they need. Beto to tie. Can he stop it? What the hell? The job. Wait a minute.
Not the end.
Can Al-Nassr hang on for this lead for dear life? And they do. Al-Nassr wins it on the road, 4-3. They gained 3 points in the group stage.
Just not at the levels that we're used to from them. They looked a little bit sluggish.
A huge
from
3
the
points
start,
in the group stage here.
They'll be disappointed with that, and they'll
well done.
Look to bounce back quickly.
Wow. Everton losing to Al-Nassr 4-3 at home. It's going to be heartbreaking for them, folks. We're going on to Group F. In Group F, we're going to see Sporting CP taking on
Well, he was
FC
a
Bodo
constant
Glimt.
threat, either playing on the shoulder or looking to...
4-2-3. You want to talk about close? It gets no closer than that. Wow. The W, the L, 4-3. Man, that was good. That was a good one. Next up, we're going on to Austria. Okay. For real? Wait a minute. Are we going to Austria? Wrong group. No, we're going to Norway. I don't know why it's Austria. FK, but there you go. Perfect. And then who did I say they're going to get? Sporting. Oh gosh, you got Sporting CP. That's rough. That is really rough. We're going to the town park. Make sure we get this. Honestly,
the magical feeling of match day and the desire to lose yourself
Group H
in the
is going to be a rough one
moment.
for
That's
FC,
what today is all about. A meeting of two
Also, hey,
talented
they
sides
feel
ready to go
comfortable in
at
their
it
home
in front
stadium. I
of
like
a
the form.
capacity crowd, not to mention the eyes of the wider football world.
Hello and
There we go.
welcome to a day
FC
that
Bodo
needs a
Glimt
bit of
in the
cheering
yellow
up.
or
And what
orange,
better
I guess
way
you
than
could
with
call
the
it color.
game we're about to see.
Meanwhile,
My
Sporting
name's
CP
Guy
in the white.
Mowbray. I'm joined by
Sporting
Sue
CP
Smith in the
definitely
commentary
probably should
position,
look like
and
the
we
favorites.
should have a cracking
I don't
contest
blame
here.
you.
Sue, what are your
Realistically, they
expectations from this?
really are.
Yeah, cheers, Guy. Well, it's so loud
Bodo
in here,
Glimt
isn't
has
it?
got
The
an
fans are
uphill
really
battle
up
to
for
try
this
to win
one,
this
and I'm
game, but
sure the
take nothing
managers
away.
will
I
be
mean,
reminding them,
I can't
remember what you need to
not
focus on and
reference
block out all of
the
that
Stockport
noise.
game versus Mönchengladbach where they won 3-2. So anything is possible.
The approach play looked encouraging, but good defending to snuff out
Let's see
any
what
threat.
what is Sporting CP doing?
Here's how the home side lines up.
Yeah, it
This
looks
is really
like a
not good
4-3-3,
here
and I think in
for
midfield
Bodo
they'll have
Glimt.
one
Pedro
deeper and the other two a little bit further forward.
gets him to
But they also have
Morita.
that option to have the two deeper lying midfielders if they do start to get overrun.
Cano, yep, that's why it's down the wing.
How to deliver a good ball in.
They keep possession. The referee
They're
played
just looking
advantage,
now for
which
that
is smart.
final pass through.
I'm looking to try to
Cuts inside.
break the blockade. I don't blame
This
Morita.
is how the visitors start
Nice
the
save.
game.
Yeah,
I'm
they're playing a
actually
4-3-3. The front three are going to need to link up well and make sure the central striker isn't too isolated. If it's on one side, can the other winger come in and be that second centre forward?
And the defence has done its job to stop any trouble brewing.
-1.
This is who I've been looking forward to seeing most today. Are we going to see him play a prominent role here soon?
Well, it's his pace that's so impressive. Over the first 5 or 10 yards, there's not many defenders that are going to catch him. He must be a nightmare to mark. I'm interested to see how they're going to cope with him today.
Space now to get a crossover.
This is nice, but then again, it's going to be a throw in here.
Throw and maybe just a lapse in concentration.
Well, even if it is a lapse, at least they're able to, you know,
and the attack is over. Really good defending.
Goes Fett. What a name. Webengamo. That's like Webengamo there.
Victor. Good work to recover possession.
Plays in the NBA. Kind of cool. But now here goes Goncalves. I mean, yep, that's how you say it. Hey. To Santos. Now they've got some openings here. Can they try to capitalize?
But this move is looking promising.
Huge.
And the keeper's done really
Number 42
well
had a nice shot there, but then again, good save. Sorry, I was trying to say that name, and I really couldn't. I was struggling. This could be huge on Pellegrino.
Could get it over now. Well read to gain possession.
Oh, wow. Oh.
Making good progress here. Put in towards the front
Could
post.
potentially, but
only
no,
half the job done there.
Though. They slap possession, though. Bodo Glimt trying their best. Trying to hold possession, keep possession, and try to score. They've been trying to threaten the goalkeeper. It didn't amount to much, unfortunately, but they are trying to sit there and be competitive. I like that in this game. So they're trying to be competitive in this game, and I like that.
Getting into a good position.
It's horrible English.
Nuno Santos. Not forcing the issue, moving the ball nicely. But maybe one pass too many and they've lost it.
Oh, sorry, this is what they need. Pellegrino
Edging ever
Oh
closer
wow,
to
they
goal
close
here.
him down. Wait a
To
minute,
put them
Grom
ahead.
back. Oh, good
Well, I'm sure
stop.
he thought he'd
Good
scored there.
save,
Great
man. I thought he
goalkeeping.
did too. I really thought he had the opportunity. But the goalkeeper, top notch.
Well, they've certainly got the momentum here. It's chance after chance, and the crowd are loving it. Just need to finish it off now.
Cross coming. Oh, that was
How to
close.
win the ball.
That was close, though. I'm very impressed with how Bodo Glimt has played in this first half, trying to take it to Sporting CP.
Good work to regain possession.
They did just lose possession, though. Here goes Coates now getting it to
Gonçalves.
Goncalves.
Ricardo Esgaio. Good spell. Looking for that all-important next goal. Has to be. And against the post.
Wow,
well,
what are the odds? A wonderful shot, bounces off the bar, hits back the striker. He goes for the header, and it goes right back to the goalkeeper. What a sequence.
They just have to keep creating these opportunities, and surely the goal will come.
It's only halfway clear.
Wow, wow, wow. So close for Bodo Glimt there, but they're trying to hang on for dear life this draw at least. They don't want to concede with just a few minutes left to go in the first half.
Great chance here.
Edwards, and they concede. It is 1-0. Sporting CP, a huge goal from number 10. Edwards paying dividends here. It's now 1-0 Sporting CP after the.
It's a sweet connection. Generates so much power. Not many goals.
I had something and I lost it. Marcus Edwards, huge goal, 1-0 Sporting CP.
And we're back underway at 1-0.
That we are back underway, yes. Now how will Bodo Glimt respond? They've got a couple minutes up. They want to try to score an equalizer, to keep themselves in it. Keep up the spirits of the team. Gronbeck trying his best here. It was a bad idea to really do it, but here goes Sorley.
Now can he get the cross in?
Gronbeck. Webengamo. To Mumbagna. You got to be careful here. Can't afford to go back too far, especially with the added time. Cross comes in, easy catch there from goalkeeper.
By the keeper. And that'll do it.
Going into the second half, 1-0 Sporting CP. They've got to feel good though. They've got to lead. Now, what is going to change here during the half for both of these teams? If I'm Sporting CP, be more aggressive defensively. Not saying that I think their attacking style, the attacking plan needs to stay the same. Keep attacking the way they are. It's been paying dividends. Keep it up. That's why you have your 1-goal lead. You can probably expand on it, go 2-0. But defensively, they have made some lapses. We said it in the early first part of the first half. They kind of made some adjustments in the middle of it, but it still wasn't enough. Be more tight defensively.
That's a nice cutback.
And Edwards scores a brace, 2-0 Sporting CP. Will you look at that, folks? He's got a brace for himself, 2 goals. It's now 2-0 Sporting CP against FK Bodo Glimt.
Well, here's the replay, and he shows really good composure to pick out a team.
Bodo Glimt needs to do something here. They need to try to respond. Can they do that? Is the real question.
He was going to go across goal, but he should have had that covered, really.
He should have, absolutely.
Untidy in possession. Gonçalo Inácio.
But now, again, Bodo Glimt, not been a great day for them. And if I'm Bodo Glimt, I didn't get to their second half plan yet. It's somewhat, Sporting CP's. But for Bodo Glimt now, it's got to be.
And unable to retain possession.
We've got to do better defensively. I think they've done a decent job
defensively.
They have to tighten, kind of like the Sporting CP. They have to tighten up. They've got to have awareness to those offensive adjustments that Sporting CP is making little by little to try to spread out their defense.
And that's been overdone. It's behind for a goal kick.
Goal kick now awarded. So they definitely have stuff to do defensively. But Sultan is coming for Gronbeck. By the way, that's made by Bodo Glimt. And I think offensively, they have to be more aggressive. They also have to be more active. They've been struggling to be accurate offensively in their passes. So they've got to make sure that they're having thorough passes.
Nuno
And they're not
Santos.
putting their guys into positions that can
Good
harm
work to recover
the possession. You know, simple adjustments here, yeah, but they have to. They've got to also, I think, offensively learn how to make sure they're having space and creating space to separate the defenders. A lot of times they've been in bad situations because they're passing to guys who have 2 to 3 defenders on them. That easily should be a free kick.
A free kick's awarded.
Thank you. So yeah, I mean, there's lots of things that they have to do. And an Espejord coming in for Fett, that's also made FK
Escaio.
What was that name? Goes Edwards, now going to pass to Maritza. Nice defensive stock, but that was definitely going to be the goal. Goalkeeper was nowhere on point with that. So, huge save. Definitely keeping their team in the game. Still trying to do his best to stop Edwards. Edwards breaks through. Coates, or Quates. Now it's Diomande. We try to stop this.
Now to deliver a good ball in.
It's nice to kind of escape
this is a good run. Now can he pick out the right option?
But now that Bodo Glimt has something. Can't rest on the laurels. They do something here.
Saltnes.
Try and score.
Good vision.
And now they've got Espejord. That was a wonderful save from the goalkeeper. Espejord not coming in clutch, and they desperately needed a goal to try to trim the deficit. How are they going to respond?
It was a really good save, wasn't it? An important one too. Just keeps that 2-goal advantage.
Right, folks, the final game I have for you in this stream is going to be for part of the EFL in Petersburg. We'll take on China's Shandong Taichen. That'll be the final game, game 8 of 8.
Oh, could be a chance here.
Yakora's nice save from the goalkeeper, finally doing something.
Expect him to probably stop that.
Corner here for Sporting CP. Reese coming in for Diamante. That's a substitute made by Sporting
into
CP.
The box. And away from danger it goes.
And the shot gets blocked. Oh, Bodo Glimt with the possession. They need to do something. Your time is running out, unfortunately for them. If I'm Sporting CP, I'm going to run out the clock. That's what I'm going to do. I can get 3 points. Run out the clock. 91%
hard
accuracy
to win the ball back.
Bodo Glimt 96% accuracy for Sporting CP. But if I'm Sporting CP, run the clock. Get your 3 points.
Marcus Edwards. One back
no need to get sloppy and make mistakes, or try to give them a chance at trying to come back in this game.
Saltnes. Edwards.
Here goes Edwards, though. Escaio.
Good run. Now, can he pick out the right option?
Oh.
Body in the way. Good work. Well, they could get caught out on the break here. Saltnes.
Sorry. Wow, that camera's literally everywhere I don't want it to be.
Looking to put the cross in.
Everton now is pushing it up. It's really just him. Let's see. Okay.
Ricardo Escaio.
Time running out and get Sporting CP still trying to score as much as they possibly can. I don't blame them. It's now with these last couple seconds would kind of be the time to do it. Taking the shot, nice save by the goalkeeper, and a corner here for Sporting CP. Zugel come in for Sorley.
The corner is
made by Bodo Glimt.
And cleared well away from
going to come in for number 9.
Pressure on.
So
It'll be another corner.
CP. Another corner here awarded for Sporting CP. Let's see what they do with it this time. They're about to go into added time, taking it. Nice save.
corner hasn't
Just
amounted
about
to
a
much.
time, and now a throw in here for Sporting CP.
Could get it over now.
Yeah, the Greeners, I mean, they've got to really push if they want to try and not get stopped here. And unfortunately
So the
for
referee blows the final
Bodo
whistle.
Glimt, they're going to go down 2-0 to
At
Sporting
least as far as
CP.
the fans are concerned.
3 points for the
Sue,
away
what have you
team.
made of their overall performance?
Folks, we're going to the last
they
game we
really
got for you.
struggled to get to grips with the game, if I'm honest.
Sporting CP did what they had to do. 2 goals, got 3 points. Bodo Glimt's going to fall behind, but hey, may not be the worst case. We've seen games that are like 4-4, you know, things happen. Right, next up, let's go to China. Shandong Taishen. Here we go. England, EFL 1. That's Peterborough. Believe it or not, Peterborough isn't too down in this one. Wow, this is kind of closer than I thought. Well, it can be closer than I thought. Wow. Stadion Hanguk, here we go. Game 8 of 8 about to happen, folks. Here we go.
This is when it really hits home. Kick-off time almost upon us. A colossal game featuring 2 teams who demonstrably belong on the big stage. We know they can deliver, but will they do it with the pressure on?
Shandong
Hello, it's great to
Tyson,
be with you, and I don't think anybody is going to complain, especially about the weather. My name is Derek Ray, and sitting alongside me, ready to provide all the analysis, is Stuart Robson. And the general feeling is we should be in for a spellbinding occasion. What do you anticipate seeing, Stuart?
There should be an even game. In the pink Peterborough, in the orange Shandong Taishen, here we go.
Win your individual battles,
final game
outrun your opponent,
of the
eventually
match
you'll get the space to show your ability. I'm sure that's being echoed by the coaches here today.
What happened in the first game?
Let's have a look at the initial 11 for the visitors.
Well, no surprise really, they're matching up here, but there are many different ways they can approach this game, and I just think they'll be cautious today, certainly early on.
0-3. Goals 4. Perfect, so we got that all updated. So I actually did want to talk to you guys about what happened in Group A. I want to do a quick recap. We didn't get really to do a recap at the beginning of the game, which is fine. We can do that now. So in Group A, right now as it stands,
it wasn't a great pass, was
Racing Club is in first place. They got 3 points. They have a +3 goal differential. In second place, Stockport. They won the game against Mönchengladbach. They have a +1 goal differential with 3 points.
Randall.
And I guess in third place would be Mönchengladbach.
Effective challenge.
1 goal differential. And FCSB has no points with -3 goal differential. Now that being said,
plenty of options.
In Group B, hold on, Moises gets stopped trying to pass it, never mind.
Magnificent challenge to win it back.
In Group B, Real Valladolid CF is in first place.
Randall.
Whoops. Don't know why I didn't put
Burrows.
0. Is in first place, folks, with
running with the ball confidently.
3 goal differential and 3 points.
And there
tied
it breaks down, but credit to the defense.
For second place will be Lask and Cremont, as they both tied 2-2 with 1 point each. And in last place for them will be BK Hockey right now, who has a loss of -3 goal differential. In Group C for yesterday's games, in first
and
place.
That's great work to make sure it didn't go over the line.
Oops, sorry.
And the right place to cut out the pass.
I apologize. Maybe it goes 4 goals away. How'd they have a loss? Who won that game?
Collins.
Salzburg lost to Chelsea.
Moving the ball nicely, but can they forge ahead?
1, 2, 4.
Kwame Poku.
-2. +2.
Johnson Clark Harris.
2, thank you. Okay.
Archie Collins.
So in first place, Chelsea, who has a +2 goal differential.
Well, all doing their bit to keep them out.
And then meanwhile, Casas CA Usonia has 3 points and a +1 goal differential. In third place, SC Bravo with a -1 goal differential. points.
Moises.
And RB Salzburg at 4th with a -2 goal differential points.
Well, the perfect tackle, really.
Lastly, from
And
Group
now
D,
a throw-in.
it'll be, what's interesting enough, Jumbo Hyundai is, in first place we got Galatasaray.
Moises.
3 points, a +7 goal differential. And then second place, Jumbo Hyundai, who's got 3 points and a +1 goal differential. In third place, Yulson Hyundai, -1 goal differential, no points. And Victoria Cologne, who has lost, no points, and -7 goal differential.
And defending as a unit.
Now to go over what happened so far in this episode. In Group E, Villarreal has a +5 goal differential. They're in first place to win.
Oh, good save.
Nice save. Meanwhile, in tied for second would be FC St. Pauli and AS St. Etienne. They have a neutral goal differential, but 1 point each. And then the last place for them would be Ajax.
Can
right
someone get on the end of this?
Well, the ball beautifully done. Wow, that's got to be humiliating for both Peterborough. That was an open shot. That guy just choked. But going on to Group F, as we know, at the moment, RCD Mallorca, who...
Wonderful challenge and a throw-in coming up.
This one? Mallorca is able to, actually, let's see. AKA things Newcastle. How did I mess this up twice?
And that was a very fine read.
-4 +4, Jesus. So in first position, that would be Newcastle, got a +4 goal differential to win.
Just enough defensively.
And then next to them would be RC Mallorca, who's got a +1 goal differential and a win. Next to them in third place would be Al Shabab's got -1 goal differential, no points. And then AK Athens. So there was that, right? And they've got a -4 goal differential. So they've got a long way to go. Next to that, in Group G,
moving it forward.
As we know, Nepal is definitely in first place, a +7 goal differential and a win. And a goal from Peterborough. Peterborough scores a huge goal. It is now 1-0 Peterborough.
Well, here it is again. The little 1-2 starts it all off.
And that's how you score, folks. How does Shandong Taishan respond? But what's happened so far, we're going to do that right now, of course. But like I said, in Group G, Nepal first place, 3 points, +7 goal differential. Now Melbourne, so in second place will be Everton.
Has the strength to hang on to it.
+1 goal
Giving the ball away.
Third place Everton, no points, -1 goal differential. And then Melbourne Victory at the -7 goal differential, no points. Now, even though we just seen the last game, in case you guys are tuning in the first game of Group H, Sporting CP right now is so far is in first place with a +2 goal differential. Bodo Glimt, no points, -2. Whoever wins this will be second and first. That stands currently. That's where we're at. So now we've got the update there. Yeah.
Well, he's walking a fine line. No caution, though.
Well, the referee's made it quite clear, hasn't he? Next foul, and he will get a booking.
Got a free kick here. A nice spot for Shandong Taishan.
Looking for someone to play it to.
Wang Tong. Interesting. Go to Shenpu. Fellaini here. Up, never mind. Gets stopped, and once again it's Peterborough. It's Peterborough's, but either way, folks, we're going to the second half of this game. Peterborough leads going into the second half.
This man will get most of the plot. Well, as they get the ball rolling again, interesting to see how the second half pans out.
Alrighty, it goes feign out and undo. So here's the thing: if I am Shandong Taishan, I am sitting there, understanding that this game, it's gonna be a battle of wills. Absolutely. This is going to be one heck of a test. Right now, these teams are evenly matched. They've got plenty of time to score an equalizer and try to score a second one at that to take a lead. so they don't need to rush until about that 65th, 70th minute to kind of realize, okay, we're running out of time. But other than that, Peterborough, they've got to keep what they're doing. Be defensively tight and keep trying to score the insurance goal. Try to get a 2-goal lead. You want to do that.
Randall. A very good tackle.
That was very good, man. Good lie to you.
Plenty of support here.
Liu Yang, here we go. Huang Zhangyu gets stopped, though. It's very risky for the goalkeepers to play like that. I'm not a big fan of how
Poku
did that, though.
just have to make sure they don't get caught on the counter-attack. And options in the centre.
He's definitely got options, absolutely.
Difficult
Go
to
see what
stop him.
Burrows does.
Burrows. Well, it's a very attractive passing sequence. Oh, stylish ball. What can they do now? Hector Cipriano. Joel Randall.
As Joe Randall said, I'm very much impressed with how Peterborough's kind of handled
losing
himself in
possession.
this game. Even though these games, they've never really been in this type of
So a half
cup
an hour
stage.
remaining.
So, it'll be interesting to see kind of how
support
both of
available.
them do moving forward into the next 2 games. But at the moment, this is the perfect time for Shandong Taishan to start trying to put up a counterattack. This is the moment they have the people to do it. Lee, I can't say the guy's name, but that was so close.
Well, he's got to be pleased with that save. It's
substitution here for Shandong Taishan. Jadson coming in for Huang Zhenyong. Sorry,
It
Huang
hasn't come to very
Zhenyu.
much.
Got here Li
waiting for
Yuan
teammates.
Yi gets it. It's a goal, and we're tied. Li Yuan Yi with a huge goal. We got a tie, 1-1. This is exactly what they were looking for.
Well, here it is again, and I don't expect keepers to save everything
Yes,
at
folks.
their near post, but I think
Excellently
he should
done,
probably
right
do
past the
better.
goalkeeper.
He'll be a
He was
little
just
bit
a second
disappointed
late
with that.
there. He mistimed it by a fraction of a
underway
second
again
and
here
gave up the
on the
goal.
back of
We're
that
tied
leveller.
1-1. How will Peterborough respond
Randall.
to giving up a huge goal?
Collins. Burrows. Cipriano. Johnson Clark Harris. Could play it in.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, if they could, but now they've got to try to do something. They want to try to answer back. It's the time to do it. Randall to Mason Clark, but Clark didn't have the position. Still to get a shot off.
Well, they should be ahead now. Yes,
And
it
just
was
like
a
that,
good
we're
save,
still
Derek,
tied. We got
but
a
he
corner
should
here
score
for
from there.
Peterborough. Take the
And
corner.
over comes the corner.
Oh, good save by Wang Li.
Well, great reflexes from the
An
keeper.
amazing
He
save
did
from that.
brilliantly
Amazing.
there.
He stopped that header from going. That should
And
be the goal.
deciding to go short with this one.
There's Randall again. This time to Mason Clark. They seem to have a lot of faith
Oh,
in
it
Clark.
comes
Clark
to
walks
nothing
out
in
of
the end.
bounds.
Really should have made more of that. So a personnel change then.
Kreisen coming in for Chen Pu. And folks, if you've been here for a while,
Moises.
definitely hit that subscribe button.
Here's
for the
Fernandinho.
BBTV channel. BBTV Gaming.
And playing it through. Well, it nearly worked out. And a fine interception.
Trying to fight these allergies, my goodness.
A quarter of an hour remaining here.
That's just about less than 15 minutes now. 90% passing here
Harrison Burrows.
from Shandong Taishan.
Can they create
Meanwhile,
something from here?
Peterborough, it's been a
And
little bit of a
chance
different
for
one,
the
but the
lead.
shot, we got a goal! And Clark Harris, a huge goal. They're back in the lead. It's now 2-1 Peterborough. How will Shandong Taishan respond?
Watch how he goes past his man with such ease.
Now.
It's just a change of pace. And then the shot is emphatic. He strikes it with such power. The keeper has no time to react. What a good finish.
Shandong Taishan really running out of time here. They've got to do
Moises.
what they've got to do to try to score another equalizer.
Fellaini.
They've got the home crowd cheering them on. They don't want to drop 3 points this early in the group stage.
Moises.
It's going to be interesting. Let's see.
Well, do they have a goal in the future?
Yuan Yi, the man who scored the first goal for Shandong.
Shaping to shoot. Well, body in the way.
Nice, and thanks for their save it. Liu Yang needs to get it to the guy that got him here. If he would have shot that as soon as he had it, he would have had the goalkeeper off bounds, off kilter, and I guarantee we would have had a tie. But here comes the corner for Shandong Taishan. Corner take. Let's see what happens. Feliani gets stopped. Great save. Another corner. As substitutions are being made everywhere here. Full, thank goodness for number 3. Otherwise, that goal, it would have been a goal, we would have been tied. But here goes Kreisen taking the shot. Another deflection. Petersburg trying to hang on to their lead for dear life.
Well, they've given him too much space. Racing away here. Now he must favour the cross. And a good challenge to bring that attack to an end.
Try to push, try to get it out of your own defensive third.
Good pressure
it's not they need. I don't think they have the numbers.
And a good-looking ball.
Great defensive stop. Excellently done there, but then again, it's still Shandong Taishan's ball. And now they've got added time, so you now need to get possession. You can tell they're trying to hang on to this lead for dear life. Kreisen, though, takes the shot, and he's missed it. A big chance squandered.
But they're still behind here.
That may have been their only hope. This is a bad decision. I don't like this already. A terrible... Actually, maybe not. I see what they were trying to do. Yep, that looks kind of smart from Petersburg. Petersburg survives, gets 3 points. They defeat Shandong Taishan in their own home. A big away victory and 3 points. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much for watching. Please do leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the BVTV channel. This has been a big one. Thank y'all so much. Again, subscribe to the BVTV channel, BVTV Gaming. And then next week we'll be having 2 more episodes of FIFA, of EAFC, and of the UEFA Super League tournament. With that being said, I will be doing Texas Chainsaw Massacre in about maybe 30-ish, 30 to 45 minutes. Look about 8:45 Eastern Time, 8:30 Eastern Time. I'll probably announce this, that way you guys can see it. And yeah, I look forward to hopefully seeing you guys at Texas Chainsaw Massacre if you're a FIFA fan.